Hello again, we have another Necron Tau battle report. This time it's exactly the same armies as before. 1500 points of Tau, including Croup, 4 squads of warriors, some broadsides, kind of stuff. And Necrons, the same army as before. We're running a very similar game as before. We actually managed to roll the same game type and same setup. So here's the long line of Necrons spread out with some Scarabs and 2 spiders. Nortec spider over there. We're doing capturing control, so here's the Necron objective, and if we shoot over here, we've got the Tau flag objective there, and as you can see, the Tau basically casted up over here. It's got some units over there. The crew have infiltrated to that position, and we're gonna see how this game pans out. So Tau had the first turn, and we'll take a quick look at what's in Deep Strike. The Necrons have got 5 destroyers, 5 Praetorians, and 10 Blade ones. And for the Tau, we've got the 8 drones, 3 separate crisis suits, and the commander. So we'll see what happens in Tau turn 1. Alright guys, that was Tau turn 1. A lot of shooting happened and it didn't do a lot. These warriors over here fired their 30-inch pulse rifle shots at that squad and took out one member who got straight back up. The crew moved up and assaulted, and they managed to kill 2 entire Scarab swarms. On the other side, we've got a load of guys who shot, basically these guys shot at that unit over there, as well as the guys at the front here, and took out 3 in total after they made their reanimation protocols with the help of these 2 guys. The warriors up here unleashed a volley of shots into the Scarabs over there, and they managed to kill one entire swarm base and wound another one, so it's only got 1 wound left. The rail rifle on the hammerhead fired off a shot at the warriors over there, but it scattered off and completely missed. So we'll see what happens in Necron turn 1. At the moment they're a bit far away, so they're probably not going to be able to move up and shoot, but these Scarabs might be in range for an assault, but we'll see what happens. Okay guys, we finished Necron turn 1. We'll take a look at what happened. As you can see, all the stuff's moved up. Actually, those guys over there and all of them ran. Not a long distance. And over here, the combat's nearly over. The crew have been killing a lot of Scarabs who haven't really done a lot in resistance, but they haven't broken ranks yet. They're still maintaining their leadership tests. But no shootings actually happened because no one's in range and everyone's been running up. But we'll see what happens in Tau turn 2. Right, we've just finished Tau turn 2. As you can see, all the crew finished off the Scarab swarms and moved up. And they're contesting the objective. Getting ready to kill some more warriors. A lot of the warriors and even the hammerhead fired shots at these guys and took out some more of them, so there's only 9 left, and the Cryptek there. And the warriors also fired at the Scarab swarms over here, and now there's only 1 left, but he's not running away yet. And the warriors up here failed their target priority, so they had to fire at the Tomb Spider, but they didn't manage to do anything to it because it's got toughness 6 there. But moving into Necron turn 2, so we'll see what pans out. Alright guys, as you can see, the crew being basically torn apart here. The warriors fired 20 shots straight into them and managed to yeah, I think it's 20 shots, it might be an 18. But they managed to take up pretty much all of the normal crew and the crew hound, so they're now falling back. Over on the other side of the board, we've got these guys constantly moving up. The Cryptek used his Voltaic staff to actually get a weapon destroyed result and a stun, so that hammerhead's pretty much useless now. Still got burst cannons though. And these guys have moved up even more. But that's pretty much it. Still holding strong on this objective, and the warriors are doing pretty well at defending over here. But we'll see what happens in Tau turn 3. Okay guys, we've finished another Tau turn, so we'll take a look at what happened. These guys moved up and then ran because it didn't look like they were going to be in range, but they probably will be next turn. As you can see, the crew's still retreating. Two of the battleships managed to deep strike in, actually right next to each other. They're all separate units this time. And they fired some shots at the warriors and killed two of them. Over here, a lot of stuff has been shooting at these warriors, and now there's only 6 of them with the cryptek left. And as you can see, these guys have been pretty much unaffected. However, the Tomb Spider did take a lot of shots from the broadsides and the warriors, so it's only got 1 wound left. Hammerhead unable to do anything. And one of these guys have already shot at those guys. So we're moving into Necron turn 3. Looks like these units are going to be able to finally get in range, maybe. And we might see some of all of this shooty stuff come on and hopefully kill a load of Tau. But we'll see what happens in the next turn. Okay guys, we just finished Necron turn 3. We'll take a look at what happened. First of all, deep striking. As you can see, the 5 destroyers deep struck in pretty much the middle, and the 5 Praetorians deep struck as well. Over here, the warriors actually managed to completely obliterate one of the crisis suits, but the other one's in a separate unit, so they couldn't shoot at it. The destroyers fired at those warriors over there with the help of the Praetorians, and they're now falling back and they can't regroup because there's less than half the unit size. The Immortals, led by their Pharaon, were relentless, so they were able to shoot at the unit of warriors over there and kill most of them. And also these guys over here fired a couple of shots at some of the warriors over there as well. Then we got into assaulting. As you can see, the Tomb Spider and the Scarab Swarm are assaulting these warriors, and they're currently winning the combat, but no one's retreating. But the Necrons are very much dominating this side of the table right now. Hopefully they'll be able to get the Tau and the crew to fight back. But we'll see what happens in turn 4. Alright guys, this is how the table's looking on Tau turn 4. Over here, crew's still falling back, warriors moved up, unloaded on the Necron warriors over here, as well as the battleships which deep struck in. So there's still quite a few of them left, and then still in control of that objective. Over here, the gun drones also deep struck, fired on this squad over here, killed quite a few of them with the help of these warriors in the building, but they're still holding their ground. The combat over here is still unresolved. Only got 4 warriors left, including their leader. And Tomb Spider and the Scarabs are slowly wearing them down. The Hammerhead used its burst cannons to take out some more of those warriors, as well as the 2 broadsides over here, which also fired on them. But the Necrons are slowly closing in on this objective, although they are loosening their grasp on that one. But we'll see what happens in Necron turn 4. Alright guys, we're in Necron turn 4, and as you can see, the Necrons have sprung their trap. The warriors have walked right into it. A bunch of deep striking clay ones, of course they're deep struck so they can't actually assault. But the destroyers moved over and fired a bunch of shots into them and killed a load of them. Over here, the warriors didn't manage to do anything, so they're just sitting on that objective. On this side, as you can see, the Immortals moved up. The Cryptek with his 2 remaining warriors didn't, and they fired at the Hammerhead and managed to wreck it. The Immortals with their Pharaon, because they're relentless, fired a volley of shots on these 5 warriors in the building and killed pretty much all of them. and then the Praetorians who are now over there fired on one of the broadsides and killed it, and then assaulted the other one and killed that one, and then have consolidated into this building ready to take on the warriors. And in the combat, the Tomb Spider has finally been killed, but the Scarab Swarm remains, and no one's moving, so they're still going to carry on fighting. But we'll see what the Tau have in store for the next turn. Alright, the Tau have finished their turn 5. As you can see, these warriors fired low shots on the Praetorians, knocked out one who then got back up. The Scarab managed to win the combat over here because the warriors ran away and went completely off the board. The 8 gun drones fired at this squad of Immortals, and they managed to make their will be back because of the resurrection orb in there. Crew still running off the board, basically, nearly off the board. The Fire Warriors over here fired at the Slave ones and managed to kill 3 of them. And then the Crisis Suits all fired on this squad, reducing them to only 6 models. So they might be able to finish them off before the end of the game, provided it doesn't end in this turn. But we'll see what happens in possibly the final phase of the game. The Tau turn 5. Necron turn 5. Alright guys, another turn over. That was the end of the Necron turn 5, not the Tau turn 5. And as you can see here, the Flay ones, the Flay ones with no, it's just Flay ones alone. Flay ones alone killed all of the Fire Warriors because they tried to run away and they were basically in a circle around them and they couldn't get out. We moved them to make them look more dynamic because they're not really going to do anything else in the game. The Warriors fired on one of the Crisis Suits, killed it, and the Destroyers fired on another one, finished it off. Over here, the Cryptek and his Warriors, I think they fired on the Warriors in the building, and the Immortals moved up, and Praetorians fired on the Warriors in the building and then moved in and assaulted them. And so did the Scarab Swarm, and there's no warriors left, so it's just Praetorians and Scarab Swarm there. And that means that all that the Tau have left now are the gun drones, which the Immortals are pretty much ignoring, and the crew over here, which are about to run off the board, and their commander over there, who will probably be moving in trying to contest the objective. But we'll see what happens in Tau turn 6. And that was Tau turn 6. As you can see, the Crisis Commander has moved in to contest the objective and kill one more warrior. On the other side of the table, the other final remaining unit from the Tau army, the drones, they moved, fired at those guys over there, and they managed to get 3 wounds, but they all made their arm saves. And then they jetpacked over here. They're not quite contesting because they're not in range. And the crew ran off the board. So now the end of the game is pretty much up to whether the Necrons can get rid of that commander over there and whether they can manage to run their troops into within 1 inch of that objective. But we'll see what happens in Necron turn 6. Alright guys, we finished the game at the end of Necron turn 6 because the Tau have run out of people again. On this side, the Warriors didn't even get a chance to fire because the Destroyers flew over the building and destroyed the remaining commander. On this side, the Warriors and the Cryptek moved up, fired a bunch of shots at the drones with the help of the Praetorians over there and killed most of them, and then in the assault the Praetorians managed to finish them off with the Rods of the Covenant, and the Immortals moved into the building and then ran, so that they just maintain control of this tower objective. And we have one immortal actually looking at the objective while the rest stare up over their new land. So it's an interesting game, a bit different from the last one, but with pretty much the same outcome in the end. I'll be looking for your opinions on tactics for both armies, and if you have any other comments you'd like to make, just leave a comment below. And also, what's your opinion on Praetorians and Lichguard? Because I know some people prefer Lichguard to Triumph Praetorians and some people prefer it the other way around. But stay tuned for more battle reports and more how-to painting videos. Bye guys.